Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. As you can see, the topic today is Old and Middle English. If you haven't already seen my first video on the chronology from the same period, then do check it out where I've provided all the important years and events up till this period in a list form. Let's start with the beginnings of literature. Any kind of literature begins with oral literature, and the subject matter for that initial oral literature in English was religion, war, and the daily life and its trials and tribulations. Next comes the Cadman's Hymn. This is a very important text as it is the first fragment of literature which dates to the year around 670. It's the first Christian poem in English and written in first person. The next is the Seafarer. As you can see, it is preserved in the Exeter book that dates back to around the end of 10th century. This Exeter book, the term itself is very important as this can be asked in the net paper. Next is Dior's Lament. As you can again see in purple, it is also preserved in the Exeter book. So as I said, it is very important because they can always ask you in the paper which two texts are preserved in the Exeter book, or they can give you the Dior's Lament and where it is preserved. They can give you the questions like that. Now I just provide a very briefly important text and figures from the same period. Now this ecclesiastical history of the English people, this is very important. The dream of the road meaning cross. This question came in the exam once, so you should know that small things that matter. Now this person's name, John Gower, is important in literature, especially his work Confessio Amantis. If you look the past year papers, this has been asked in the net paper. Confessio Amantis, as you can see, Confessio Amantis literally means a lover's confession. And again, this name inspired by Ovid, the Latin poet. Ovid is famous for his metamorphoses. We will deal with Ovid later in the later videos. John Lydgate, this is a very important name again, and his The Fall of Princes and Troy book are very important. And as you can see, his fame also lies in that he was the first to give credit to Chaucer as the first English poet. The next text, Pious Plowman, this is very important, by William Langland. Both these things are important, the text name itself and the name of the author. Now, Beowulf, this is a very important text again because it's in Old English, an epic poem, and a movie also has been made on this name. So if you want, you can also watch the movie. King's Square or the King's Book, written by James the One of England, is very important. The Death of Arthur by Thomas Malory, again very important. All the text and the names that I have chosen for this video, as you can see, as I'm again and again pointing it out, which I know is becoming very repetitive, because all these names and these texts, these authors are very frequently asked in the net exam. So, and when you are attempting the net paper, you have to keep in mind all these objective small details because they ask you really anything in the paper. I have tried my best to gather all these important things, consulting the books on histories of English literature, and I've tried to compile them at one place. Now, really hope that you like the video and it could be of some use to everyone. If you like it, then please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thank you.